There are some things you can't control. Like a sudden rise in the Texan air temperature. An unexpected raindrop in Shanghai. Or the competition's new upgraded front wing. Yes, there are some things out of your control, but being the best shouldn't be one of them. Like getting in that extra lap by perfectly timing your pit stop. Having your rival on your tail, but you've chosen a defensive driver. Or conserving your power unit to make that last lap overtake. Whatever the challenge, make the call.
Here we go. Welcome along, everybody, here for this round of racing. Welcome to Challenger, the final round. Welcome to everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Arturo Perez, welcome. Welcome, Peter. Island Dyson, Rafael, Mateo. We've got Mark, welcome. Onyoy, welcome. Hemilife, Silent Verse, welcome as well. No worries to watch tomorrow, that's absolutely fine. But hopefully, everybody has had a good round of racing if you have been racing today. Or if you haven't, you are going to as well. Lukic, welcome. Ilj, welcome as well. And Mervyn joining us too. Welcome as well. Now, luckily, Raphael, we are going to have no Ferrari livery today because we are here on the free-to-play account. So there is going to be no livery changes. It is solely set to Apex GP. So don't worry about that. That is not going to change one bit. So fingers crossed, today we are going to get a very good round. That's the main thing that we've got to be trying to do and try and get a good result too. Just waiting to see how it turns up. That's fair enough. Harry and Eddie, welcome in. And let's cross over to the game. So we were crossing to the game for the first time on the stream. And we're going to be taking a look at the pit pass. We're going to be claiming our free crates. And then we're going to be set and get ready to race. Blue Badge HR, welcome. Robido, welcome. Welcome to everybody. Fingers crossed for a good result for you, Mark, as well. So let's cross over and see if we can get some early luck before we get into the first few races of this GP event. So, of course, remember to go back onto the strategy guide video if you get a good result as well, because you may feature in this next week's video. So remember that one. So we'll open up some crates and then we'll see if we're going to get lucky in the pit pass. Comes from Nice Arturo. But welcome in. So let's open up the pit pass. Now we got a good reward from the pit pass yesterday. It was a case of Nexus. Champs didn't qualify, Raphael, yet we didn't make it. We didn't watch the race, but I've heard all about it. And now, can we get a decent little epic? Can we get a good epic? That would be an amazing start to this stream as we get some coins. We get some self-control. And we're going to get a no epic in here. But in the race crate, we could get some decent views. Yeah, Peter, I do two versions. I've got the vertical for those who want to just simply watch on their phone. And I've also got the one where it's a bit more widescreen as well. So I kind of do a little bit of both. It's something we've been working on as well. Nice Island and Iceland as well. We missed by about 10 or so points, I think. It was quite a bit in the end. I haven't looked properly. I haven't logged in yet. I need to have a look. But when I woke up this morning before the cutoff, I was already out. I think I was out last night, if anything. Kalen, welcome. So, self-control, dash. We've got Yuki Tsunoda. No epic, sadly, as well. Okay, so, chat. Here we go. We're going to get into this. Let's see what is possible from the Las Vegas GP event. We start in 66th place. 66 is where we start. Now, no boost racing. I mean, we could do a no boost racing ourselves, Harry. We'll probably do that once we drop some points. So let's have a look what is possible. For those joining us, yesterday we scored 396 points. We dropped 4 points in total. So let's go up the leaderboard and see what we have to do today. Where could we potentially finish? Hemilife in with 2 of VRT. Nice. Thank you, Hala Madrid. Welcome. So we keep going up then. We should be able to score 390s. And at the moment, that looks good for P16. Lukic, what happened in your round today? 9-point drop. What happened, buddy? I imagine real players left, right and centre. Paul Davidson, good evening and welcome. Now, what can we do? Looks like Mike, who was with us, had a difficult round. Welcome, Ayush. Okay, 396, 396, still 396, 396, 398, and a 400. So, there is a 400 in there, but they have dropped points. We can beat 1 real player and 2 safety cars. Ouch. Okay. Now, we have a chance at P1. We've got a couple of players, or look, quite a few, as you can see, who are better than us, but we can give this a massive chance. I don't think they're favouring, I wouldn't say off. Nah, that's unlucky, Paul. Okay, let's have a look, chat, at what we're going to be doing. Overtaking and speed. I need to go back to my speed setup, which is as followed. And yes, we did see the F1 event. I didn't watch it, but I have seen what had happened. So quite a big shock coming out this morning, of course. So that is our setup. Now we're going to be rocking Bearman and Lewis Hamilton. And we're going to be rocking that. We are going to be using boosts until we drop a point. That is what we're going to be doing. As soon as we drop a point, I am probably going to be racing with self-control boosts only to try and save some boosts as well. So chat, let's make sure you get into the chat and let me know how many points are we going to score in race number 1 as we go to Las Vegas. This is an overtaking and speed circuit, and we have an extra 3 points. So 50 available all together. Now, hopefully, we can keep on this train of 50s. That would be great. So make sure to get into the chat right now as we are set to start race 1 and get guessing, or of course, wait for our first matchup, because that will say a lot as well. So let's go searching race number 1. And I tell you what, if we get a real play early, it might mean we save a lot of boosts. But we will challenge, and there you go. Look at that straight away. A 1,037 team score to start off our our final round here in Las Vegas. And we're going to use a good boost, but we are limited. If this rival doesn't have Hamilton, we are pretty stuffed because they'll have DRS. They do have Hamilton. Okay, what do we do here? Mediums, mediums. Which is better? I'm going to go for Hex because I'm going to take the extra overtaking stats. So I'm going to go like that, I think. I'm going to go Hex on here. Yeah, let's go Hex on both. Stuff it. Okay, mediums is what we're going. We're going for the driver stat. We need to win. We need to get the full amount of points. As we cross over to the game, the rival has gone for the school boost. So if that beats us, we know we should have gone school, and we made a big mistake. So as we get racing, we get a good start. That is as expected, of course, with Bearman into P1. Hamilton in P3. This is going to be pretty tricky to get our Hamilton ahead of their Bearman. As they get through currently, they obviously have a lot higher team score. So this is going to be a very, very tough race. But we're going to obviously try and see what can be done in this race. Again, matchmaking like this is all about, well, the GP events when it's sponsor task is all about matchmaking. So rival is pushing quite a lot with their Hamilton. As we go down the straight, we're going to try and just close the gap up, and it's an early safety car. Max Verstappen has crashed here. So Max Verstappen is going to force us with a big, he crashed on the straight, which is very interesting. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be a tricky little battle to start off with. Safety car already, but yeah, this is going to be a very tough little battle. They've got 1,037 team score, which means they're probably running level 10 Hamilton. They're probably going to be running better car setup as well. So our work is cut out in this one, but you never know. So it's all going to be down on what we can do. Pity Verstappen didn't bin it this morning. So, yeah, look how far we pulled clear. Now, we're not going to get these medium tyres to 4 laps. That is not going to be possible. We are going to have to still go a free medium, I feel. But it's whether or not the rival risks the free medium or tries to extend or not. But safety car is out here in Las Vegas, and we are going to have to try and overcome. Very difficult matchup. I imagine this player is wanting to score max points, of course, as well. The World Drivers' Championship is wide open at the moment, of course, with everything that is going on. We can't go to softs. We haven't got the tyre management to do it. So we are going to have to just, yeah, conserve. We've got to pit next lap. Got to. And this is going to be an interesting battle, as we're about to get racing again shortly. Max Verstappen is out of this race here in Vegas. And let's see. Rival doesn't have... Now the thing is, the rival's Hamilton had no power unit, so he's got a little bit lucky because he's managed to claim that back. Now, we're going to have to watch out for a double stack here, so I'm probably not going to push Hamilton too much because we're going to end up double stacking. So, let's continue through, see what we can do, and that's all we can try. As the safety car is about to come into the pits here, and it is, and we get racing. Rival does have DRS. So why is the rival gone for Hamilton, and they have gone then for DRS? So the rival does have DRS. They are not going for the extra race points. I mean, I am shocked by that move from the rival. Why use Hamilton and then not use... That's very strange. Very, very strange. So, let's carry on then. I mean, we're going to try and take... I mean, less points the better that we can drop. But I think we all know that we are going to be dropping some points here. This rival is going to be far too strong. Welcome to everybody joining us. Welcome. Welcome to race number 1. Here comes the rival with DRS. They are going to be double stacking. So, kind of a stupid play by the rival to be pushing that hard with both cars. So, yeah, it's very, very difficult. But we're going to come probably out second place here. We're going to get a slight double stack as well. And now, it's all down to this second stint. What can be done? Rival goes to hards. That's an interesting choice. Rival to hards. So we've got to keep on pushing. Welcome, Scary Bros. Well, so yeah, I mean, Lewis is good. Lewis is good, but surely, if you've got 1,037 team score, you've got to be going for the sponsor task. Ah, Mark. Tough choice. Depends how interesting the football is, eh? And yeah, we are struggling to get past. So chat, it might be a no boosts after race 1. Simple as that, because we might as well save some boosts. If that is the case. Welcome, Peter. Welcome. And now Hamilton will come through. So we're going to get probably P3, P4. Based on the rival's speed setup here. So we're going to find it very tough. But again, this is down to matchmaking. And that is all you can do at the end of the day. The rival's going to drop points as well. We're actually going to get more points than the rival at the moment because of the stat boost of sponsor tasks. But rival's going to have DRS. That's going to be the key for them. So we'll keep on pushing. We'll keep looking after Behrman's power unit. We'll see the rival get closer with DRS all the time. Here they come. And we're still looking after power unit, but not a lot we can do here. Evening, Formula 1 fam. Welcome to everybody. And now we will push with Behrman. So, again, we're going to be dropping points in race 1, which means we are going to be saving some boost. Should F1 Clash add inters? Absolutely not. Because they won't be able to do the weather change. So, they should probably change wets to inters, to be fair. Rather than actually having an extra set of tyres. So, yeah, that's what they probably should do. Now, they probably will get through the rival. Because they are going to be coming pretty quick with DRS. But I don't think they're potentially strong enough. Here they come. and they are not. So we come out the final few corners, we are going to drop some points, but the rival is somehow going to drop points as well. I mean, that is pretty... It's a tough race, but I tell you what, that rival should not be dropping any points. That is a pretty tough race for the rival, I must admit. It's 44 and 46, but we get the extra 3 points to take the 47 over all. So if we have a look at this rival's setup, Bearman 6, Hamilton 9, but their car was way faster. Rival, you should not be dropping points to me in this. With DRS, with that, you should not be dropping any points. So, yeah, that's tough. We did have an extra level Bearman, but that is a speed setup that if you're going to be using DRS, you've got to be taking 1, 2. Simple as that. Now, boost-wise, now that we've dropped a couple of points, there's pretty much no point me really wasting any boosts. So we're probably going to only stick to the free boosts now and continue through to see how we get on. So, race number 2, defense and speed this time. We have got speed setup, of course, and then we're going to go ahead and replace Bearman with Jack Doohan. So it's going to be a free soft, free soft, free soft for both drivers around here. Just check we can. Yes, we can. So, might be using Warrior Boost in this one. Hinjalenti, welcome. Welcome along to everybody who is joining us. Now, chat, how many points are we going to be scoring in race number 2? We are heading off to the Temple of Speed. We are heading to Monza and Italy. With point scoring drop already on the board, it's going to be trying to damage limitation with free boost now as well. So make sure to get in. We're still going for the free extra race points to try and overcome. Your guess is 32. That's very low. 50 points available. And it's a shame for that first couple of points. Hopefully 50. Absolutely, that's what we're going to be going for. It's just a shame we got that real player, but not a lot you can do. I'm in first right now with 363. Let's go, Cyan. Congratulations, what a run. Hopefully you can keep that first place. That would be amazing as we get our next rival. And it's a 944 team score. That is what we're going to be doing. One stop. Oh yeah, this is where we got done by the McLaren of Lando Norris, wasn't it? I don't think we can do a one stop. We don't have the tyres. It's only AI Norris that can do that. So, let's go and take a look. First, second, 6th, 10th for the rival. Welcome to everyone joining us. Welcome, Adam. We are going to be using the free boosts now, so Warrior will be coming on. Try and protect our boost totals. And here we go. Can we get the win using the free boosts only? How many points can we drop with only free boost through the rest of the racing? So what we need to do is push really hard because Lando Norris starts on the hard tyres, chat. Lando Norris has started on hard tyres, so we need to make sure we push as far away as quickly as possible because it's very much likely that he's going to be doing a one stop. So let's see if we can push as fast as we can away. And we've built a nice gap already. And of course an extra pit stop does mean more time to lose on track. But you can see how fast at the moment Jack Doohan is. He's already at turn 1. So he started really strong. Hamilton is there as well. Got to keep pushing on. Just depends. What is Norris at the moment? Norris is over 10 seconds behind at the moment. So we're doing pretty well. Got to make sure we keep on. Yeah, the strategy is a free. Absolutely. We're going to make sure that we just do this the fastest way possible. And then we're going to be coming into the pits on the next lap. Both cars into the pits. So Hamilton will come through. Doohan will come through as well. And now we can push because we've got a big enough gap between both of them that we're not going to be double stacking. Come on. get this gone. P1. Be nice to save some boosts. Might get the 50 points we could. True, that used to be 180 boosts in the pit. I can't remember. Raphael, I'll have to go back. There used to be a lot of boosts, yes. Can't remember that number. There is quite a lot of boosts. There is quite a lot of boosts in the pit pass nowadays, though. The only difference is, in previous years, we didn't have to use boosts in duels. That was one of the different things. We didn't have to use them in duels. So Jack Doohan leads. And here comes Hamilton now getting into fourth. We are not too far behind second and third, which is good. Just got to keep pushing. Got a little bit of lag. But at the minute, we're looking okay because Jack Doohan is already going through turn 1. Here is the McLaren into the pits. If that McLaren goes to mediums or hards, they are going to be one-stopping. And he goes to hards again. So the McLaren is going to be one-stopping in this race. Again. 364 points in contender, currently sitting first. Great job. Make sure, if you get an amazing result this weekend, that you go back onto my strategy guide videos and you let me know tomorrow, because then I can include some of you in our video. So congratulations if you are on for a great result. That's what we like to hear. Now Hamilton comes across the line, and we've got a little bit of a gap so far to Piastri. It's the second McLaren, which is a little bit of a concern to me at the moment. I mean, look how far Jack Doohan is away. Look how quick he is. That is absolutely crazy. Jack Doohan has lit this up. Evil Guy, this is a Challenger GP for the free-to-play account. We did not qualify with the main account to get through to the final round. We are in too tough of a group at the moment. So Hamilton has work to do, because here comes the McLaren going past. We are now into P5, but we have to catch the trio ahead of us, of which there is the Lando Norris hard tyre to catch. Can we catch him? That is going to be the key. This is Challenger Madman Jr. Can we catch the McLaren? It's going to be tough, I reckon. I think it's a very quick McLaren. Iron Force is a decent boost. You are absolutely right. I don't think we're going to catch this McLaren. He's looking very quick. Now it's just left with us and the McLaren skidding, wearing that skid block down. Oh, this is going to be really hard to catch. I don't think we can catch him. I think he's too fast on the hard tyres. I mean, he's gone hards. He might run out of tyres, though, at the end, mightn't he, chat? He might run out of tyres right at the end. So we've got to be there to pick up the pieces if he does. We're getting closer all the time. Welcome, everybody who's just joining. I think rules are rules, Leonardo. I didn't watch the race, but rules are rules, of course. So Norris still is costing us a point at the moment. As we close up through turn 1 into turn 2, we are aware that he is going to run out of tyres at the last corner. So we have got to be there to pick up the pieces if we can. He hopefully will get blocked by the AI a little bit as we come through these middle sectors. Here he goes. He's going to get a clean run by the look of it through the AI. And that never blooming happens to me. As now we go down the straight. Are we going to get a clean run ourselves through? We do. As he runs out of tyres. And we do. Fight. Oh my God, Spurs have just scored from the halfway line. Wow. Oh no, not quite the halfway line. What a goal. Okay, we are in with some big points. Let's go. We hunt down Mr. Lando Norris, and we get P1 and P2. We are not running DRS. That is because we are running the sponsor task this week. Rumble and Leclerc in 8. Hopefully, mate, hopefully. So, a good point scoring in this race. That is what we needed. We need to get this back on track. So, let's have a look at what we are racing. Behrman and Hadjar at this defensive circuit with a balanced setup. So, a nice little run there. That's what we needed. And we can open up a Challenger crate before we get into the very next race. So, that is full points with a free boost as well. That is absolutely what we need. I know. He's about 35 yards out, Raphael, when Richarlison just scored that goal. Okay. Let's get into the next race. Let's keep on trucking this along and open them up. And we're going to get a nice little crate soon as well to get hopefully a good reward. So, race number 3 then coming up. We are going overtaking and cornering. It is the wet circuit of Canada. Now we need to make sure we amend our setup to take off these non-allowable parts. So we will do that. And then we are going to be good to go. So chat, how many points are we going to be scoring from race number 3, Canada? We are going back to Bearman and we are going back to Hamilton. So they are our drivers, Ollie Bearman and Lewis Hamilton, and our cornering setup. It is race number 3. Come on, we're going to Montreal. Now the first race was tough, aggressive tadpole. We dropped a couple of points because we got a real player with a lot faster setup. That is the way the sponsor task works. So now it's time to head to Montreal. But can we absolutely do it? That's what we need. Boost wise, I don't think I've got much of availability. So we might just use maybe, I don't know. When is a December events video coming? As soon, Raphael, as they tell me what is coming. I don't actually know what the events are at the moment for the December's events. But I imagine Michael Schumacher is going to be of use. Yes, Michael Schumacher might be coming in December. That's going to be one of the key things. So if you like Michael Schumacher, he is going to be entering F1 Clash. Now, let's see where we qualify. Should be towards the front. It's P2 and P number 3, but this rival did have probably DRS. Now, overtaking and cornering. What can we use that's kind of free? I might use Warrior. And yes, chat, it's only 5 overtaking, but I am completely on the saving boosts at the moment. So if we drop points, we know we drop points. Mustard Speed and Fraud Bro, thank you for hitting subscribe. As we get racing here at Canada, we've got not a great boost on, but can we get the win? That's what we're going to find out as Bearman gets a great start. And so does Lewis Hamilton. George Russell, the AI, does get ahead of us, but we hopefully will get past him in this first sector. But he looks like it's holding off at the moment. The good thing for us is the rival has dropped back to P7 and P8. That is a beautiful start for the rival. Exactly what we need as Hamilton now goes into P2. Now obviously we're taking the boost of Warrior for the extra driver stat. Watch out for the rival pushing who's just started their push now. You can see them nearly in the background. They are currently pushing and they have DRS. So this is going to be a tricky little battle. Hamilton fending off Russell. That's very interesting. Russell looking very quick compared to our Hamilton. But we're going to keep on saving power unit where we can so that we've got some in the tank to defend. Hamilton into the hairpin. A little bit of push to get a good exit. Misaloco, welcome. Rival is coming past, or coming fast. But we know that Antonelli can only do a 2-stop. It's all about the rival's Bearman, which is going to be our issue. So we'll keep on pushing. This could be tough, but we got to try and keep the points. Sir Lewis Hamilton has got to do a job here, or we're going to remove his knighthood, and I'm sure he's not going to be happy. But at the moment, he's P2, and the rival with DRS is coming. But we are defending well. Into the hairpin. Antonelli looks up the inside. We still hold off, and we still keep position. As Bearman crosses the line and will start lap number 4, we should see Antonelli jump into the pits to go to the 2-stop, and we do. So that leaves Bearman and Hamilton to battle it out here on lap number 4. We can see how much quicker the rival is, but their tyres looking a little bit worse for wear. So this is going to be an interesting one. They will get DRS available and they will use DRS and they will potentially make the move, and they do. So that is tricky. Can we go up the inside at the hairpin? No, we can't. and they're going to, I think, run out of tyres, but we're not going to be able to get past because we're going to get blocked for the pits. Oh, straight fight by the pit team then. Come on, team. Let's get a quicker pit stop. And we nearly got him. We nearly got him. Now Antonelli goes into P2 and are we going to squeeze past? We are going to squeeze past. But Bearman coming back at Hamilton. DRS is going to be the killer. Russell having a look as well. I think this is going to be tough. Akash, welcome. Akash, make sure to tell me on the strategy guide video tomorrow, and I can hope, or, well, but what I've already done, and we can include you in the videos. So, it's Antonelli and Bearman in P2, P3. What do we do here then? Because no DRS for us, DRS for the rival. We have work to do. Can we get a move past Bearman? Yeah, no we can't. Fighting all the way here on lap number 6. DRS will now trigger for the rival. That's what we don't have. So annoying. But they haven't gained that much on us. We're continuing to absolutely conserve all the time because we're going to have 2 laps left and this race is in the balance. Bearman is absolutely flying out front as Antonelli and Bearman for the rival carry on. Here comes Hamilton. And can Hamilton get the move? No, he can't. He is still P4. And now he makes the move. He gets through into P3. Can he get P2?
Through goes Hamilton!
We do get Hamilton into P2. But now the rival squeezes back. But we defend well. And Hamilton into the hairpin, fighting off Antonelli and Bearman. So down the back straight we go. We've got 1 lap to go here in Canada. And it is Bearman versus Hamilton to take P2 in this race. But can we hold on? We know the rival will have DRS on this final lap. But the question is, can we hold on? Will they run out of tyres? As we come through the first sector now, Hamilton hitting all the apexes, hitting the lines that they need. And now Bearman uses DRS. But will it be enough to get past? It won't, as Hamilton moves towards the hairpin, takes a wide line to get the inside line back and accelerates down the straight. But now as we approach the final corner, just to survive the Wall of Champions, Hamilton comes through and we are going to survive with the Warrior boost and we're going to take a 1-2. We fought hard even when things got tough and we do manage to get the 47 points. We do take the 1-2 finish and that looks like it was going to be very tough to finish off with at one point. So what a win. That is exactly what we needed. And we've got a level 7 and only a level 4 Bearman. But of course he has pretty much the same overtaking stat. And the car was exactly, well, not exactly the same, but they had a good cornering setup. That was a big win. And that was a fantastic battle. Woo! Let's go. That Canada circuit giving us a battle every time. I mean, Aggressive Tadpole, it is. Rules are rules. That is for sure. We are on our own club. Do you think Audi? I don't have a clue what's going to happen next year because it is so open. So, let's open that crate. And let's then get ready to rumble, as we're going to be looking at a race number 4 next. So if you are just joining us, make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to be of amazing use to us as well. And hopefully you're all having a good weekend as well. As we open that one, we're going to get a new crate, which means it's going to be a platinum crate. Now, if anybody does want to join our club, I will use the Discord link. Join our Discord because currently we are full at the moment, but we might not be for too much longer. Now we have a platinum crate to open before we get into the next race. The question is, are we going to pop a Series 12? Can you put must be the water? Well, you can do.
Is there a leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water. Like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Right, let's see. We got it on Twitch as well, J-Dot. We got it on Twitch as well. Okay, 2 epics to come. That is a big start. Gyro 14 is great. But can we get a chance to unlock Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, or even Fernando Alonso? Here we go. Let's go. Come on. It is free Bortoletto. Not what we need. We need the new card animation. One more. Oh.
Okay, can you bring it back, Lance?
No, I'm in the wall.
Damn it. It is Lance Stroll and Gabby Bortoletto. We do get 14 gyro, but we wanted a little bit more than that. We needed a big Series 12 Epic. I'll have to have a look at that, Mika. Make sure to join our Discord. Let me know. Real player or bot, I'll try and show you next, Navi. When we can. So, Bearman is in. Okay, now, let's go. Ushan, thank you for hitting subscribe. If you are also watching, please do hit that subscribe button and help us get to 20,000 subscribers. That would be incredible. Now, overtaking and power unit is up next on our setup choice. And we have a trip to China is where we are going to be going as well. So we have Hamilton and we have Bearman in our lineup. And we have our power unit circuit. So, chat, question is, how many points are we going to score at this circuit? Now, that would be an interesting move, Mark, wouldn't it? As well. Okay, so that is what we're going to be running. Power unit circuit. And there is 50 points up for grabs. We are going for the Hamilton and Spire sponsor task as well. So, chat, I'll try and show you when you can get a real player or a bot. So, if we search, anything now will be a real player until I tell you it won't be. So, again, what you've got to look at the map. If you match somebody on the countries, it's usually a real player. If it gets past the countries and into the sea, it's quite usually a bot. So you'll see here now, you get to some islands. My name goes past the islands now. And now we're into a bot territory. So this is where we're most likely to pick up a bot. You can see we've got all the sea behind us. And 9 times out of 10, this is going to be a bot. So, we are going to be doing the one stop. If you are currently watching as we head to China, make sure to say hello in the chat for me. Shanghai, China is to come. Come on. Can bots have... Yeah, bots are just other players' accounts that are running in the background. That is all they are. So we're going to go for a free soft 4 hard. Overtaking and power unit is required. We are going to be using a little bit of warrior boost. We're going to be protecting our boost. That's what we're going to be doing. 73410, 1, welcome. Now, here we go. It is time to keep on trucking along and try and continue. China is a good track, Jador. Absolutely. I do like Brazil. Wow, what a start by Hamilton. I do like Brazil. It is a very nice track. I even like tracks like Imola. They can be quite fun. So, Bearman has got a brilliant start, but Sir Lewis Hamilton has been caught slacking. He's got 2 Ferraris ahead of him, but now he starts to make moves. What an overtake by Lewis Hamilton. It's a trio of overtakes. In, and out for Lewis Hamilton. He moves himself up to P4. That was the Hamilton-esque of old. That was a fantastic move as well. As we go down the straight, we complete lap number 1 in China. And now it is time to keep on pushing. It was a beautiful overtake by Lewis Hamilton. You believe the wet tyre strategy does still work. Interesting. As now Hamilton comes back ahead of Hamilton. So we've got to try and manage these hard tyres until the soft tyre stint. As we come through, Hamilton is into 4th. That is what we need as we go down the straight. Now, P2 Lando Norris is looking very quick out there at the moment. So we've got to try and get Hamilton a little bit closer if we can. But remember, he's going to be quick on the soft tyres. As we complete lap number 3, or we've gone on to lap 3, there's already a pit stop as there's a McLaren of Mr. Who is it? Piastri going early for the mediums. Now, here comes Hamilton to take Russell. And now we are P1 and P2. We've managed to get Hamilton up to P2, even on the hard tyres and using the Warrior boost. So this would be a really good result if we can keep saving massive amount of boosts. As now we come through the hairpin, 1 more lap until stint. So Hamilton will come round the final corner, cross the line.
Box.
And now it will be a soft tyre stint for Hamilton. Bearman out in P2. Let's go. Let's go, Harry. That's what we like to hear. So we're going to push Hamilton now to the pit lane because we want to get him the overcut against Piastri. And I think we might be in a very good position to do that. As Hamilton is coming round down the straight. He's going to be ending up on them brand spanking new soft tyres. And he is going to have pace for days. Performance in Melbourne Hamilton race start. Oh no, Abran. Neil, what was going on with Hamilton there? You've lost 20 positions. Wow. That is incredible. So, Bearman leads. Here comes Hamilton. And the overcut on the McLaren has worked beautifully. Because look at the gap that we have managed to do. Piastri pitted early into traffic. And that has secured Hamilton with a beautiful gap over P3. We have pulled really far clear now. And again, only using the Warrior boost. That is all we've got. And that is exactly what we needed. As we go down the straight then on lap 5. We are about to start lap number 6. Come on. This is looking solid. And I tell you what, we should just use free boosts all the time, chat. Because the only race where we use premium boost, we drop points. But it was, of course, a real player. So lap 6. We'll push on. And if you are watching again, make sure you hit that thumbs up on the video if you are enjoying the content. If you are not enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, race start is horrible on this game. It's all about luck. Absolutely. You seen me yesterday on the main account in Australia that race start is just a lottery at the end of the day. So Bearman starts the final lap with Hamilton in pursuit. Lewis Hamilton on the soft tyres, Bearman on the hards. Premium boost and a free boost, Jador, is basically the premium boosts are via purchasing or having the premium pit pass. The free boosts are instinct, ballast, self-control, downforce, hex. Are the free boosts. There's 6 in total. Alexander Hallstorm, welcome. As well, can see you popping into the stream. Welcome to everybody, as now we are on cinematic views. We come round the final 2 corners, and Bearman is going to lead the way to an AZA W Racing victory in China. It's going to be 47 points in total, with an additional 3 points from the sponsor task. It is a 50-point race, and again, back-to-back 50s, just with the standard boost of Warrior as well. That is absolutely brilliant. So, saving boosts where we can. Kiro, welcome into the chat. Hope you are doing well. Let's go. Robido, if you get P1 champion, you have to let me know tomorrow on the strategy guide video from this week. Got to, because that would be amazing if you keep it. Even a top 3 would be good. So, a good win then. Level 3 Bearman, level 5 Hajar, and that car. That is a victory that we absolutely take. Get in. We are now done through 4 races. Rafael Olbanowski, welcome. Any tips for beginners? Sanjay Min, we have got so many videos around the beginning of F1 Clash. Make sure to go and check them out. There's some really, really good ones in terms of how to play. We've got every series walkthrough. We've got the best drivers. And if anybody is interested, there is a whole free-to-play channel in terms of playlists. So make sure you go and watch the walkthroughs from the free-to-play account and the series walkthroughs, because it'll be, honestly, so much time. Pit time, not really effective, of course. Why does like 6 boosts get used even if I only equip 2? Because Leonardo, when you use a boost, every time you use a boost on a driver, you use 1. Every time they pit, you use more. You use 1 every time. So on a typical 1-stop race, you'll use 4. Okay, we've had a good start. We are now on overtaking and speed. So we are going back to our speed setup as Ebretri Eze has scored a hat-trick, I think, against Spurs. Wow, 4-1. And it was Kiro as well. You can still manage P3. We'll see, Lukic. We will see if we can get through this whole racing with 3 boosts now. That would be very nice. Now, driver lineup has to change, chap. It has to be going back to Ollie Bearman, and it has to be going for Lewis Hamilton as well. So Bearman and Hamilton and our speed setup, it is a case, chat. Azerbaijan and Baku, how many points are we going to score? Logging out from India. Well, appreciate you joining us from India. Thank you very much. Get your guesses in the chat as we head off to Baku, the speed circuit. Can we score good points? Can we continue with the 50-point train? It's all dependent on real player matchups. Here we go. And love from India as well from Abranil. Thank you, Abranil. Welcome. We've got time for everybody. If you hit subscribe, if you haven't already, you do have a chat to pop up on the stream as well. If it does, you'll obviously get a shout out as well. Daryl, that basically means that your drivers are not as strong for race start as those on the AI. That is what that means. This should be a bot, yes, most likely. Kaldor Kovacs, welcome. Thank you for wishing good luck. We've got Chintu Singh from India as well. Nice of you all to join us. India really repping the F1. I love to see it. Let's go. That's okay if you can't, Mohammed. Don't worry if you can't. And of course, if anybody wants to support the stream, they can click the pinned link, which is supporting the channel. So by all means, check that out if you wish as well. Overtaking and speed, we're going to be sticking to the Warrior boost because a little bit of overtaking, a little bit of speed, and it's free. What else can we like? Is this a real player? I think it potentially could be. Let's have a look. It's not, I don't think. Bearman starts 10th. P1 Junior, let's go, Moon Knight top. Let's go. Now, no real player. And here we are racing. So it just depends if the rivals got DRS. They most likely have because they are not using Lewis Hamilton. Kimo, good evening. Welcome. Always a really good follower of the channel. So Kimo, thank you for joining us again. Moon Knight OP, thank you for hitting the subscribe. What a legend. Told you if you hit subscribe and it does come up, I will give you a shout out. So thank you very much. As we hit on lap number 2 coming up, we have got Bearman in P1. We have got Hamilton in P2. The rival with Antonelli in P3. But we've pulled clear. Expect to see the green light flash and expect to see DRS being used by the rival, and I can confirm they are because here they come. So that is what we're going to have to fight against in this race is the DRS of Antonelli. Yes, Junior GP is harder than Challenger as here comes the rival trying to get through. Now, I think Antonelli might only be able to get a free medium rather than 4 mediums. So we'll keep an eye as Antonelli does come past Hamilton now. And I think that is absolutely spot on. I don't think he can get the strategy. We'll see. But Bearman, we're going to push to pit. Antonelli should now get DRS. And he will be pitting on this lap. So this is the hard bit where we have to try and keep pace. Junior, Kiru. The reason why Junior is harder is because there is less parts. Everybody uses the same parts. The same drivers. Which means you naturally get a closer battle. That's why. Whereas in Challenger, there is a lot more parts that are available to be used, which means people can change setups and go for different options. So, rival, we said that already. They are going to come into the pits. There they go. They go and pit with Antonelli, and they go for hard tyres. So they are going to go for the one stop, but it is going to be ourselves that will be going for the one stop, but soft tyres. Bearman leads from Hamilton in second. We've just got to keep on pushing Hamilton here and there, because if we can get Lewis to victory in P2 and Bearman victory, we are going to be on for another 50 points. So, let's see what we can do. Did some complicated math, and results said top 3 boost, Frost, Unstoppable, and Cranberry. That's very interesting, Raphael. Very interesting indeed. Best way to get parts, keep on racing, keep on opening crates. The easiest way is to, of course, buy boosts. That is one of the easiest ways. Or buy parts and buy crates, sorry. Can't win P1 in Junior. Yeah, you'll get there, Chintu, though. You will get there. It just takes time. Welcome, Raphael, back. We have got Abril. What are the features coming? We don't know yet. Obviously, we've got the features now for F1 Clash 25. We don't know what is set for F1 Clash 2026 yet. We do not know. Top choice based on how many tracks, driver stats. Yeah, that's interesting. And that you all mentioned some very good boosts as well. But chat, we are looking good here because we're holding off Antonelli. And I'm not even sure that Antonelli is going to get that hard to 4 laps because he's got a push cycle incoming as well. So we could be looking again, just with Warrior Boost for the last few races, to take another 50 points, which would be incredible. Mohammed, we just answered the best way to get parts. GP events, buying crates or racing and opening crates. It's the best way. Handlebar is good. The handlebar will be a very good boost. When we can start more near the front, Raphael, it'll be superb. Okay, so Hamilton has got 1 lap remaining. You're starting the final lap. The rival is P3, but I don't think they're going to be catching us. We are looking good at this at the moment. What is your best driver? There's not really a best driver. If you know me, this is the common answer to everything. There is different drivers required for different tracks. So there is not one overall driver. But this weekend, the best driver in this GP event for me is pretty much Ollie Behrman, because his overtaking is superb. And I have him level 7. As we come down the straight, chat, we are going to score perfect points. Mohammed, if you keep asking what's the best way to get parts, even though we have now answered it twice, we will time you out for spamming. We have asked you and said to you multiple times. So, that is job done. It is a beautiful 50 points. Let's go. That is what we needed as well. So, bonus points add only in the final. They did. They answered. They go in junior in terms of qualifying, opening round, and the final round. Every single round. Yeah, Behrman's quality, and we have him higher on this account than we do on the free-to-play. On the main account, we've got him level 6 on the on the main, level 7 on here. It's all good, Mohammed. All good. Hamilton is level 9. Not the best, Oliver, but he is okay. And a good win. And more speed by the rival too. So, another 50 points. It's just a shame about that first race, chat. If we didn't get that real player, we'd probably be laughing right now, because we could have been very, very good as well. So, 5 races complete. We will open up these 2 as well. Skull's good. Yeah, we've got loads of skull, but there's no point me using it now. We've dropped a couple of points. Why don't you compete in contender? Well, Jador, we already have a P1 contender, so I don't really need to go back there. And champion, we are not ready for yet. So I'm protecting my GP grouping, and then eventually we will jump up for a champion's attempt. So yeah, coming probably in a couple of months' time, I imagine. But we'll just show you quickly. We have got, look, a P1 in the middle. A very good P1. So we don't need to rush back to get the another contender. And that is all of my objectives complete. So we're going to keep on this train nicely. Own livery. How did we get our own livery? Well, in 2023, there was a community championship with a captain of each team. And we, of course, had to race and earn points with a team behind us. I was the captain of the Alfa Romeo team at the time. And we led Alfa Romeo to victory in terms of 8 weeks of solid racing. You don't have the CC store because it's earned from last season. So let's get on to race number 6. This is where actually the Warrior Boost is going to come in very handy, because we have got the Circuit of Austria. It's the fastest lap circuit of the week, and we're going to be selecting our defensive drivers again in Jack Doohan and Lewis Hamilton, who has a struggle on defense. Now, chat, how many points are we going to score on Austria? It is defense and speed. Thank you, Caldor. Appreciate your kind words. And Lukic, good luck as well in your rewards. Rewards even. How can I unlock DRS rear wing? You can only get it from free rear wings. Exhale at Series 4. Aeroblade at Series 9. And Valkyrie at Series 11. We're not too bothered about the lap now. It's kind of doesn't really matter now we've dropped points. Alonso for Melbourne. Yep, absolutely. And let's go. So chat, how many points? Get guessing. How many points are we going to be scoring at the Circuit of Austria? Best driver for real, Michael Schumacher, if we went for a legacy aspect. And about 5 or 6 Chintu. So, 81 Piastri goes to 50. Easy. Quite a few people saying 50 points in here too. Hamilton's good. Hamilton's got good overtaking. Hamilton's a very good all-round one. So, here we go. Austria, Spielberg, and we've got to keep on the points because we are on a nice little train. We're on race number, I think this is 6, isn't it? So the previous 4, we have managed to score perfect. So, can we still put ourselves into a top 10? Jack Doohan first, and we have got Hamilton second. We are going to use the Warrior boost again. It's going to be coming in very handy at the moment, is Warrior. And it's helping us keep boosts as well. Favourite track, Silverstone for me. Very, very enjoyable. So, let's go race screen. Let's do this again. It is time to try and get 50 points. This is going pretty well so far. As we get away nicely. Rival hasn't had the best start again. They are currently in P number 7 and 9. So that is very, very good. Just going to make sure, yep, we are all good. So, P4 Hamilton, of course, slower start. He's on mediums. He's going to go a little bit longer. And he's got a few cars ahead of him. He will be on softs for the rest of the draw. I tell you what, chat. Why? I think Hamilton could do 5 laps on the mediums here. I know it's a risk. But I think he could do a 5 medium, 5 medium. I mean, he's not very quick on the mediums. Appreciate it, Matteo. Favourite way to get coins, adverts, and he could do a 5 medium, 5 hard, Hamilton. I might play for it, chat. I might play for a 5 medium, 5 hard on Hamilton, but he's 7th. Oh, God. Chat. Got a bit of a problem with Hamilton here. Maybe I'm risking it too much trying to do this sudden strategy change. But surely 5 laps on the hards, I'm going to be okay. I know Senna's the best on the game, but for me, I'm a Michael Schumacher fan. I'm going to do a 5 medium, 5 hard, I think. But we need plan F, but we're not far away. We're only a couple of cars behind, chat. We're only a couple of cars behind. There they are, look, literally in front of me. So I think if I can get to the strategy, we'll be fine. Because I don't think... Well, these are all going to pit, so we're going to actually save a pit stop. I mean, we're going to run out of tyres pretty early, to be fair. Risky biscuits. We're going to run out of tyres, but I'm in for the risk, chat. I'm in for the risk. That's what we do. We love a risk on this channel. We're going to probably struggle because Piastri is flying out there. But you know what? A point's not going to hurt if we lose a couple of points. I'm all for a bit of fun. A little bit more of a challenge. We're about to run out of tyres. And we will run out of tyres. So let's get Hamilton in. Let's not look, because if you've run out of tyres, it doesn't matter. You can't see it. It doesn't hurt. We are currently in the pits. We probably won't score maximum with it, but it's just a bit of fun. We're going to now see where Hamilton comes out. We've got a good power unit, though, to focus up. We can keep pushing all the time, which might help. It might not. We might have absolutely wrecked the strategy here, but we're going to just keep trying and see if it does anything. But I think Piastri is on such a good strategy anyway on the softs that we're probably not going to beat him anyway. He would have to go to soft tyres again. Look how far Piastri is in P2. We'd have never caught Piastri anyway. Oh my God, look how fast Sainz is. Of course, Hamilton has low defending. So we dropped points here yesterday, I think, as well. So it's no shock to see us dropping points. Hamilton's defence is really bad. Favourite on the grid. I am a big fan of Piastri. But he has tailed off a little bit, of course, in the season. Wow, look how quick these AI are. We cannot really hold them off. They are ridiculously quick. I don't know what the events are, mate, Raphael, I'm afraid. We can't live with these. Hamilton's just got such bad defending. He's got no pace. Yeah, I don't know anything that's coming out at the minute. I have no clue. I imagine Michael Schumacher is. Because of the event coming up, I'd expect. But yeah, I don't know any events that are currently coming. None. I only know the Qatar GP. That's the latest one I know. We need a breakdown from Piastri, chat. And Piastri is gone, by the way. P2 and P3. He is just far too quick. We'll continue pushing. Hope for a pit stop or two still. And there is P4 in the pits, but I don't think we're going to even catch P4. They're just so far much quicker. So it will be a couple of points, but I'd rather save boosts than gain 1 or 2 points. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, just some very good strategies by Piastri and Norris. So yeah, that is going to be okay. I'm fine with that. UK Chintu, England. So, P5. Welcome, Avishek. That'll do. We'll take it. A few points drop. Yes, it is indeed. Of course, we would like to have scored an extra 3 points in this race. We probably could have with a better boost. But sometimes it is not worth just keep burning through our boosts. I don't know, Raphael. I generally don't know. The only thing I know about is the Qatar GP, which everybody knows about. So it is still going to be 47 points. Yeah, that was tough. That was very, very tough. Didn't help with the boosts either, but saving, of course. Behrman 3, Hamilton 6. You can see Hamilton's defending, chat. Only 38. That is why it is very tough to try and do well at that circuit. But a few points is probably not going to hurt us too badly. So we get that Challenger crate. I think we have got 2 races left. Yes, we have. And that is a trip to Vegas and Australia. So, let's get them done, which is good. And then we are going to be on the same because we've got race start time, which means we've got to keep Hamilton, but we've obviously got to go to race start of Ollie Behrman. Hamilton does... Raphael, I don't think you understand what we are doing. You get an extra 3 points a race if you use Hamilton. That is why we are using Hamilton. Best driver for tyre management, Lando Norris. So, Behrman comes back in. Favourite rookie, I like Hadjar. So Behrman, Hamilton and Speed, we are going to Australia. Chat, get in. What do you think we're going to score at Melbourne? I don't know what Senna's max stats are. I can't currently see, but he was 99s across the board last year. It's all good, Raphael. All good. So, let's find out. We are into bot territory. It would have been nice to only drop 2 points, but we've only dropped 5 in total at the moment, and we are only using free boost as well. So, this is good. Now, I think we dropped points here yesterday because the AI was super quick. Gabriella, Malcolm. I haven't watched it, Mohammed. Verstappen dominated, but I've said all week that Verstappen should dominate, so it doesn't come as a surprise. I'm going to use Skull again. Not Skull. I'm going to use Warrior again because I don't want to waste the other free boosts. But I was saying last week, I've said it since a couple of weeks ago. I generally feel that Max was going to win this race today, and it was going to be a case of McLarens will dominate Qatar. So that's the problem. I think Qatar will be a McLaren victory. What do you mean accent, Nadir? But I still think he can, but I think it's going to be tough. I think McLaren might just get over the line. But it will be with Lando Norris. It will, of course, I don't think going to be with Piastri. With form is favouring Norris. I mean, look how good Norris qualified in those wet conditions. He was like 6 tenths up and made a mistake in the last sector. He was flying and still took pole by like 3-4 tenths. So let's see what we can do here, though. Behrman P1. Hamilton P2. With the rival pushing all the time. and the rival getting ahead. So, come on. Yeah, I think I dropped some points at Melbourne and the last circuit of Vegas. But obviously, of course, with race number 1 today dropping points, there's no point me using good boosts. We don't need the good result. We just want to get a little bit more boosts. So, rival has got DRS on this circuit. And there he is, using it there. Probably going to be doing a free medium stint. I can't see them not pitting right now. They are looking quick, though. They should now pit. And they do. Race for the pits, then. Behrman and Hamilton. I think rival's gone to hards. Interesting choice. You never know, Raphael. You never know what corruption is up there. Okay, so what are we? 8th. Leclerc trying to chase us down. We got a couple of point drop yesterday. Can we get past the rival? Still can't get past. Rival's looking pretty quick at the moment. And they've got DRS use. So they're going to be a little bit of pain in this race. As now comes Leclerc through. So even Hamilton is struggling on this circuit. Yeah, I didn't watch it, to be fair, Demir. It was 4 o'clock in the morning where I am. I was too busy sleeping. I can't catch. I generally can't catch these cars. Leclerc is flying along. I think it might be more points drop, especially without taking race start. We didn't, sadly, make the final round on champions. No, there's not a lot we could have done there. So Hamilton is currently P4. These two still battling it out. That is helping us get closer. And now we nearly make a move, but I'm still just looking after power unit, trying to get that power unit back for Hamilton. But Leclerc out front is looking very, very quick, as now Piastri comes through. So yeah, we haven't got the race start boosts, but this is turning into a tricky little race without the right boost. But I've got a lot more warrior than I've got ballast and instinct. Rival dropping back all the time. Slow, their hard tyres letting them down a little bit. And they'll carry on. So into the pits we come. Behrman is gone. He's out front. He's clear. Now, we need clean air. We need clean air. Sainz going past. Not great. That is for sure. This is going to be tough to try and overcome. Can we get past some of these without losing too much time? Into 9th. Keep on pushing. Into Piastri's corner now. We've been battling Piastri early on. Can we get through? Yes, we can. We get up to 8th. Rival's pitting for softs. I think the rival's going to get out ahead of us. Or are they? No, they're not. What an undercut. We're back into 4th, but we haven't got power unit. That is the problem. We've got Leclerc on hards. We've got George Russell, who is flying out there on hards as well. Can we snatch some more points? I don't think we can, because the rival's got a lot of power unit behind. We don't, but we're trying to not drop. Rival is pushing. We've got Russell in the pits as well now. So that does leave us into 3rd place and attacking Leclerc. But here comes the rival pushing as well. Can we overtake? No, we can't. Can we get through before the rival does? Yes, we can. And now this sets up a final lap push. Rival comes through. They're going to be using DRS though. But can we hold off? As we go through the middle sector, we still hold off now. But DRS is still powerful. I've got no push. We're in P2. Give me the push. Here's the push. Can we secure as we come to the line? We are going to score a beauty of a 50 points. Oh, that did not look possible for a long time in that race. That looked like we were going to drop some points guaranteed. But chat, we didn't. We fought to the end. And we scored 50 points. Simply lovely. Absolutely. I think Max is superb, Leonardo. I think there's no doubt about that. Love or hate him, he is a phenomenal driver. Oh, wow, that was interesting. There you go. 5 and 4. You can have a shout out, Matteo, of course. And that was the setup. So, we keep on battling here on the free-to-play account. That was a brilliant strategy as well. Now, we are on 344 points. We, of course, so far, dropped 6 points. That is what we have dropped. So, we head to Vegas for the final time, trying to only drop 6 points. At the moment, a 394 would put us into around 10th place. So we're not going to be getting a top 10 finish this week. But in Austria, we could have scored probably perfect if we used a good boost, which would have put us around 397. So, yeah, it's on us. That is all. Free racing, free boosts. We've got to be saving boosts. We don't need Challenger P1. And of course, remember, if we can finish in the top 20, we are going to be getting ourselves a good solid 44 glitz boosts. That's got to be the aim. That is why we're looking after boosts. So, another Challenger crate to open. That is what we're going for. 15 Piastri. We have got 14 Pivot. We have got 2 Slick Shift. And we have got level 8 Gabriele Bortoleto as well. So, that is not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we'll continue pushing on. And now what can we look at? So we've got 1 race to go. We've got a trip to Vegas to try and go ahead and score as best points as we can. That is got to be the absolute aim if we can do it. So let's see what we can do. If we can do anything. And fingers crossed we can get a solid point. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. So as we go over, thank you for hitting subscribes, whoever that was. Very much appreciated. And Philida, thank you for doing so. So we have got overtaking and speed. We have got our speed setup. And we have got our overtaking drivers. So let's see what we can do. Bearman and Hamilton. How many points, chat, are we going to be scoring? That is what we want to know. We got to hopefully score a very good point scoring. Come on. Let's see. We've got 1 race left to try and score good points. And then we can hopefully get through. Come on. Come on. Good matchup would be nice as well. 1 more round. 1 more matchmaking of niceness, please. I tell you what, if we only drop 6 points, considering 1 came as a real player, and then the rest has been on free to play, like boosts, that would be incredible. So, 988 team score. Free medium is the strategy that we're about to do as we head to Las Vegas. We can't do the softs, we don't have the tyre management. But we are going to be using the Warrior boost again. That is what we are going to be trying to use. Let's see what we can do. Free medium. And we have got the Warrior boost. Come on, let's finish it off, Warrior. You've served me well in this round of racing. Let's do this. Let's go. Come on. Bearman and Hamilton. Colapinto for the rival who's got very bad tyres. Now, Colapinto is as useful as Ricky Irish 90's mum in the bedroom. That is as useful as Colapinto will be. So, pretty shocking when it comes to Vegas as Bearman in P1. And we have got Hamilton pushing currently in P4. It is looking like a bot, looking pretty quick to start with as well. Qatar in F1 Clash, it is not, mate. They have not. I don't know why they haven't put it in. I can only assume it's some licensing issues. That is what we can see. And let's go. So into the final turn on lap number 1. Rival starts to push. We are going to have Bearman go through on softs. That is fine. Zalan, are you on about the opponent strategy or mine? as we get. Can we get into 5th? We can't. I can't get into 4th. We can't. Rival's got DRS. That means this is going to be a very tricky duel. No idea. It's your boy. No idea what we've got next week yet. Don't think anybody does. So Hamilton 4th. And Behrman is currently in P1. So he's doing a good job. But we got to catch... I mean, I don't think we're going to catch Colapinto. But hopefully his tyres are going to crumble. That's what we need to do. So... I mean, Colapinto has not got good tyres. That's the good thing. Hopefully they both pit. And they both pit. Yes! That is music to our ears. Because both of them enter the pits. Which means they are guaranteed to both 2-stop. That is superb. That is exactly what we need. And now, it's a case of look at that. 2-stop in Rival. And that is going to confirm our luck. We are going to come home in this race and be taking, unless there's a safety car, I mean, a safety car would probably help us here. It's going to be a perfect round of racing. Race number 8 of Vegas. As Hamilton goes down the straight. And that is going to see Behrman in the pits. So we got this one done as well. Davide Zorzo, welcome as well. We are looking solid. Behrman into the pits, under the lights. Oh no, not again. Why have you stopped me behind a broken down car again? We had this yesterday. We've followed a broken down car all the way and now the Rival has got a massive jump on us. Oh, how do we always get that unlucky? We must have sat behind that car for so long. I hate it when it does that, but now... we've got a big gap to P2. A big gap. And how do we close that gap when we've not got DRS? Look how far ahead they are. We absolutely got destroyed by Bortoleto, I think it was, breaking down into the pits. So now we've got to try and catch that P2. Who is got a pit stop, not this lap, but the next one. But we should still get this. But it's going to be tough. They've still got a good gap ahead of us at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be... I mean, they're going to be pitting this lap, guaranteed. Oh, come on. McLarens are getting tight as well. Piastri on softs, but he'll be pitting. Okay, we want to finish strongly, slot ourselves into 10th place. We won't stay there. Yeah, Hamilton's having to put a big shift. That breakdown, absolutely killing us. As we come through then, P3, just got to catch Behrman. That's all we got to catch. And he will be pitting. So will the cars behind us. P4 and P5. So, come on. That Behrman is now in. There he goes, in the pit lane. And we take over. Soft tyres, so he's going to be quick. But I don't think he's going to be that quick that he's... Even Brawn GP wasn't this quick. So I think we are going to be safe for a Vegas 50-pointer. After race number 1, real player with better speed took points. And obviously, of course, we kind of dropped points on ourselves on Austria with the boost choice and strategy. But... we're going to still do okay, and we're going to end up picking up some good glitz boost at the end of this GP event. As we come down the straight, remember, it is going to be sprint racing tomorrow from the free-to-play account. But Behrman wins in Vegas, and Hamilton is going to come through and take P2. We've used the majority of Warrior Boost through this GP, and it has served us an absolute treat. It just shows you that actually... premium boosts are not required in Challenger unless you meet a real player. And apart from Austria, of course, better boosts would be nicer. So, job done. Free to play. Got through to another final round. And it's going to take some more good points as well. That's exactly what we needed as we come home. It is a beauty to finish. 47. And we have got free medium, rival with the 2-stop. And of course, level 4, level 7, Colapinto, really bad tyres. And there is the strategy for the rival, lacking the speed. But that is going to be job done from this account. That is exactly what we needed. We're going to get one more Series 6. We'll open that before we open the rest of it. Let's go. What a win. What a round of racing, actually, to be fair. We've done that as best as we can. Mach 1. We've got 18 pivot. 1 Isaac Hadjar. And we get some Colapinto. Monza Challenger tips. Free soft, free soft, free soft. A boost like Warrior. Tulip. Voice. All really good as well. We probably will, Alexander, because we've got things to do. It's the weekend here, and we've obviously only got one to race. But that was interesting. We do finish Challenger. We slot into 9th place. Yes, we could have scored more. We probably could have scored 397 and slotted ourselves into 3rd place. But the chances are we wasn't going to score well. Behrman isn't great. I would be going for the Jack Doohan in Monza. But of course, Hamilton and Spire you need for the sponsor task if you're taking it. So yeah, that was good in the end. I'm happy because I've saved some big boosts and I didn't need to use them. Which meant that we are still able to score well. Look at that. Literally 6 races of 50 points, all with Warrior boost. And then 2 races of 47. 1 with a real player in race number 1. And of course, race 6, where we kind of didn't use a boost that was required. We needed a bit better boost. But you know what? It's a bit of fun. We're going to do okay as well, though. So hopefully you have all enjoyed the free-to-play Challenger. It's got through to another GP event. And of course, tomorrow or next week, we have a strong GP event coming up. It's the Qatar GP, and it looks to be a disaster because it's all about legends, of course, as well. Akiva, thank you for hitting subscribe. Tomorrow, everybody, is going to be sprint racing. We start at around 6:30 UK time, so around 24 hours from now, we will start our live stream for sprint racing. And it is going to be the free-to-play account. It will be a beauty of a Series 12 challenge to try and unlock some good upgrades. So make sure to come and get it. Atia, it is because it's based on GP events past performance. That is why groupings matter like this. So chat, I'm going to leave it there. As always, I always ask to you, please make sure you always hit the thumbs up on the videos. And of course, make sure to comment on every single video we upload to try and help us too as well. Good luck in all of your racing. Thank you so much for joining us for our free-to-play Challenger. And tomorrow, we are going to have the boost video about why selecting the right boost is very important. So it's a long video, but we are going to be giving you evidence. Our next stream will be tomorrow for sprints. But good luck, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow as we get set for sprints. Thank you very much, and congratulations if you get a great result. Let us know in our strategy videos. Thank you, and good night.